Hey guys, what's up? It's Jay, and today I'm doing a sort of list for you guys. As you guys can probably read by the title, it's things to not forget to bring to a convention. So I know that there's a lot of you that are going to be new to the convention scene and just going in general. So this is 12 things. Yeah, 12 things. I have a list right here. There's general things, but there's a list inside of each thing, sort of. Like these are categories, I guess you call them. 12 categories of things to bring to a convention, and most of these are going to be hotel related. So if you're not staying in a hotel, or even the weekend, if you're not staying a whole weekend at a convention and then at a hotel to be there the whole weekend, then a lot of these might not apply to you. So you probably don't need to watch it, but I mean, you can continue watching if you want. But near the end, there's a couple more things that have to do with just being at the convention in general. So without further ado, let's get on to this. Number one is going to be the bathroom items. Now, I just only picked up these because they're what I have in my room. I have a suitcase that has all the stuff in it. So I got, the extra razors, the toothbrush, I have the toothpaste over there, and body wash and shampoo. But I do advise you to also bring, well, obviously the razor that goes with the extra razors, the toothpaste that I didn't show you, and the big one is the hair dryer. Be sure to bring a hair dryer. A lot of hotels don't have very good hair dryers. Like the last one I went to was pretty good, but it was also the Red Lion, so it's a little bit upper. But there's some hotels that I've been to that just their blow dryers suck. So I bring my own. Plus, they're cut off about right here. So you got this huge ass thing here for your hair dryer, and you need it to be smaller like this, or even smaller for your wigs. So this is good for drying your hair, but if you're trying to style a wig this big, it's not going to help you. And they're usually weak, and they're not very hot. So they don't work as well. All right, and number two, we got a change of clothes. I didn't pull up a piece of clothing because, you know what a change of clothes is. I personally bring 2 changes of clothes per day. So, I may not use them all. I usually don't use them all, but it's just in case. You never know. So if you're staying there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, if you're staying there Thursday night, Thursday's not a day where you're going to be going out and doing a whole bunch of stuff. So you don't really have to worry about that, but you can bring a day for that too, an extra for that too. But you're already wearing the clothes that you're going to be changing into that day anyway, because you left on that day. So you don't have to follow my example. You can bring like 1 extra change of clothes, like 4 changes of clothes for 3 days. It just depends on how messy you think you are. I personally, I'm very, very good at spilling on myself and dropping things. So I bring extra because I know I'm going to screw something up. So a change of clothes is really good to have. Alright, number 3, we've got bedding. I would show you bedding, but it's under my camera. My camera sits on my bed, so if you have a pillow you like, or a blanket that you like that you'd rather use, bring them. And if you're one of the people that got in the room by answering an ad that says, hey, we need a person in our room, we have 1 spot open, or we have 2 spots open, and you're like the last person to be included into the room, there's a very good chance that you're sleeping on the floor. So I would say bring an air mattress. If that's the case, ask the people who asked you to be in the room, and then what you got to do is you got to make sure, if they didn't tell you already, you ask them, am I going to be on the floor? Because you need to know. That way you can bring an air mattress or whatever you're bringing to sleep on top of. Because if they say you're sleeping on the floor, you're sleeping on the floor. You don't got a choice. You don't just get to decide, because it's not your room, it's their room. They're allowing you to stay with them. So I don't know. All right, number 4 is chargers and batteries, and obviously the shit that goes with them. But people usually bring the stuff that goes with them, but they forget the chargers. Don't be like my friend Caesar and not have a charger for your 3DS and then bring it to a convention anyway. that really didn't even do anything. He didn't even use it. So, like, it sat on my charger because mine was charged, and mine lasts for like 2 months on the charger for some reason. And his sat on the charger the entire weekend. He didn't even touch it. So, bring your chargers. So this is my 3DS charger. I have other chargers I bring. I bring extra chargers actually. And then if you've got a camera, if you've got charging batteries, bring the charger and the battery. Don't bring just the battery. Bring the charging pack. I have these AA's that I used to use in my other cameras before I got this camera, because this one takes this. And they took AA's, and they worked better with the rechargeable batteries. So I went out and bought some. So you wouldn't bring just the batteries, you bring the charger too, because those batteries are going to die. So bring chargers. And having a phone charger is probably more important. And like I said, I bring extra. So if you ever see me at a convention, I usually have like 3 chargers in whatever bag I'm carrying, just in case someone needs a charger. So if you're around me and we're in like an area like in a hotel lobby and there's like an outlet, come to me and say, hey, hey, you said you had extra chargers and you said to come up to you. Is it okay if I ask you to use a charger? I don't care. You come up and see me, ask me for a charger. I will have one. I always have 2 or 3 chargers on me. And they're always going to be the mini USB ones. This kind. I don't know if you can see this. This goes to a Motorola. I don't know. It's the smartphone. It's a smartphone charger that's not the iPhone charger. Yeah, if you see me, ask me. I'll let you charge things. I will also have one older iPod charger. I have an iPod Touch that has one of the wider chargers on it that'll fit anything that fits the wider chargers. So I always have one of those too. I don't have a lightning jack though. My iPhone is the only lightning jack I had, and I sold that, so I don't have it anymore. Alright, at number 5, we've got makeup. You probably know why. If you're a cosplayer, especially if you're a cosplayer, you should probably be wearing it or using it in some way. You don't need to necessarily, wear eyeliner and eyeshadow or anything like that. But if you're cosplaying, that's a great idea. But people don't understand something. See what this is? This is scar makeup. This is literally makeup for bloody, bruisey, scars, or anything like that. It's technically still makeup. So it goes under this category. Mainly this is a don't forget thing. Because I know a lot of people do wear makeup, but this is mostly a don't forget your makeup thing. It's not a necessary, it's a don't forget. So yeah, don't forget your makeup. Alright, number 6, comfy shoes. So I know that there's going to be those of you just starting out who, for some reason, think that it's a good idea to wear heels for your very first costume, who aren't used to heels. If you don't walk in them every day, you're gonna die. Just letting you know, you're gonna be in so much pain. I mean, I don't mean to laugh at you or anything, but it should be common sense. I don't know. I'm not trying to offend anybody. It's not like it's not funny that you get hurt, but it's just like one of those. You should know that that's going to happen. Like, have you ever worn a new pair of shoes? They hurt when you first wear them because they aren't broken in. That's the whole point. And now you're walking using your leg muscles even a lot more than you were wearing tennis shoes. So it is just common sense. But if you need to, most people will bring usually your costume heels in a bag, whatever bag you're carrying, or if you have a friend that can carry them for you if you don't have the room, or somehow, whatever you're doing, and then wear your comfy shoes. And then when you ask for a picture, tell the photographer, hey, I have accurate shoes that'll make the picture look 100 times better. Can I change really quick? It'll take only a couple seconds. It'll take 30 seconds. Can I change real fast? I've never once seen, it's probably happened, but I've never personally seen any photographer turn away because, I mean, think of the situation. The situation would literally go this way. Here's what it's going to sound like. Oh, I love this character. Can I get a picture of you? And then essentially you're saying, oh yeah, hold on, let me change to make the picture more accurate and get you a better picture of me. No, I don't want that. Does that make sense? They're literally saying, no, I don't want a more accurate, better picture. Next up at number 7, we have time occupiers. So anything to occupy your time while you are in a line or doing whatever. I personally use my sketchbook. I have it in my bag at all times during cons. No matter where I am, my sketchbook is within reach. I mean, this is specifically for people who are waiting in line. Like if you're waiting on an autograph line or registration line. If you're walking around and you want to waste time, which I don't know who's going to walk around a convention and be bored. So, but if you are, do whatever you want, you know, bring something to occupy yourself with. I'm personally always drawing. Whether I'm sitting down talking to friends, or I'm waiting in line, every single line I've gone to, I think I've pulled my sketchbook out. And a couple lines where I wasn't with friends, I pulled out my 3DS and my Vita. So, I mean, it's something to do, you know, especially when an autograph line sometimes can take up to 3 hours, depending on the autograph. And some lines can take up to like 6 hours just to get in something, like registration. You know, that could take forever. You know, that could be half your day wasted. So bring something to do during that wasting of your time, basically. That way it's not a complete waste of time. You at least accomplish something. You either drew a picture, you beat a game, whatever. Alright, and number 8, I don't have any specific word for this, so I'm just calling them room-specific items. So what I mean by room-specific items is things like your laptop, or I personally bring this speaker. It's nice and loud, piss people off, I guess. No, but my roomies are all, I make sure my roomies are cool if you listen to music. So I bring this. So laptop, other items, I don't know, whatever you bring to your room that's specific to you. Again, mine are only my laptop and the speaker. I don't use my speaker much outside of the room. I don't want it getting stolen. I do use it sometimes at photo shoots. If I'm running a photo shoot and I go, I'm going to bring the music, then I will bring that so we can have music. But if it's something that I don't have CDs of, or playlists of, or if I don't have stuff on my phone like service, or if I don't have like, so if I don't have things like data on my phone or something, or a CD of something that I can put onto an MP3 player or download or whatever, then I don't use it, so it's room specific still. And then I do all my editing on my laptop in the room. So if there's anything else, oh, and then my guitar is one of them. So bringing my guitar is another room specific, because I use it in the room mostly only. My friends don't mind me playing guitar there, so I bring that and a little amp. I also bring my guitar pedal and a case, you know, stuff like that. So if you have anything specific that's staying in the room, so that, you know, might also go under like, so let's say your hotel doesn't have a fridge. Bringing your cooler might be a good idea. And my next convention, Akicon, which might be my last one, but this is the 3rd year that I've been at this hotel for this convention, and they don't have fridges in their room. They don't have microwaves either. So if you need to keep things cold or microwave something, you bring a cooler, and I've brought microwaves before to conventions. I've brought a microwave 2 or 3 times, I don't remember, but they were way back in the beginning, and the hotels that I went to didn't have microwaves, so I brought microwaves, and one of them didn't have a fridge, so we just brought a cooler. But you know, whatever you need in the room that has to stay in the room, you're not going to bring everywhere. Alright, at number 9, you have special items. Now, special items can be really anything you want them to be. Anything like, okay, there's a reason I'm using these specifically. These all have autographs on them. There's an autograph here, 2 autographs on here, and there's 3 on here. So these are really good for considering special items. So if you're getting something autographed, just remember to take it. I've actually brought things to a convention to get signed and forgot other things to get signed. Like, I've literally left stuff I wanted signatures on at home. And I was so mad. Like, I went to go meet Kirito's Japanese voice actor from Sword Art Online. This is when they were doing the Sword Art Online 2 stuff. This was this year, 2015 SakuraCon, and I had stuff to bring, and then my dumbass forgot to bring it. And so I had a lanyard with him on it, so I was gonna get that signed. It didn't even fucking work. He only got like half the line, and then everyone had to leave. So, and we were there early, so whatever. Yeah, bring stuff to get signed. All right, number 10, money. Yeah, this isn't very much, but bring money. You're gonna need to buy yourself dinner, lunch, breakfast, you know, whatever. Unless you're in a hotel that has a free breakfast. If you can get one of those, get some free breakfast. But you're going to also probably be going into the artist alley or the dealer's hall, where you're going to need money or you can't get anything. Personally, I don't use my debit card because my bank is a small local bank, so I can't go and just use an ATM because it charges me. And it's usually like at a convention, it's usually like $3 to $5, and I'm not wasting $3 to get $30 or $40 out or whatever it is. See, I don't even get money out, so I don't even know how much it is that you can get out at a time. I think it's 20, 40, you know, whatever. But the point is, I can't do that. I won't do that. So I bring cash. I put the money for the hotel on my card, call it good. That's all I need on there. And then I get the rest in cash and bring it. And then I have these little things. This one I used this year at KomoriCon. It's got my little character ID in it. But get back in there. Also got some business cards in there. Whatever. But these I got at my work for like a couple dollars. I work at Wilson's Leather in the mall, so I get money off. But these are $5 at my work. You can probably find them at Walmart. They're just they're credit card wallets. So people who use credit cards a lot, they do that. But what I do is I have, usually if I'm doing a character who I have a character ID for, like this one, I'll put my ID behind it, and then like my actual identification card, my Washington State ID card, put it behind it, and then in this I'll put, you know, like it's obviously business cards, and then I'll take some money, fold it up, good to go. And that's like $70 in there. That's more than enough to go to the dealer's hall and buy like 2 figures. You know, you're not going to really buy that much at a time unless you have like hundreds on you. But I usually go and buy like 2 to 3 figures at a time, maybe 2 figures in an anime, depending on what I have on me, because I usually have to carry a bag around and carry everything in the bag. But I personally would bring probably 300 at the least. If you are someone who doesn't mind having it on your bank and then taking it out every once in a while instead of having it all in cash and it will just get stolen right there, then that's a good idea too. This is if you want. This is not what I do. Alright, number 11 is a bag and a camera. So I have these 2 bags. This one I drew. It's a Sora. I use this one when I'm cosplaying Sora because it's Sora. It's kind of the point. And this one's my generic school bag. I got it specifically because I'm a K-On! Freak, and this is the exact ones they use in K-On! So, and just like Yui did, I put 3 fingers down here. I didn't even realize I did that. These my friend made. But yeah, and I actually have the 3 hearts that Yui puts there. But that's beside the point. Yeah, so if you're cosplaying and you don't have any pockets, or even if you're not cosplaying, you just happen to not have pockets, maybe you have basketball shorts on and a t-shirt, you know? You don't have pockets. So you probably want to carry a backpack or a bag or something around. And then make sure your camera can fit in it. My camera fits in that perfectly with, I had like 5 signature items in the bag. My Haunter plushie, my Pokeball, and my camera in that school bag. So I know it fits. And I didn't have my tripod at the time because I wasn't using it on the tripod at the time. It was with me, but it wasn't in the bag. And then at that time I also didn't have this yet, but I'm going to be using this more often, and this actually gets a lot smaller, and this will fit in that bag too. So I'm going to be carrying this around with me from now on. But don't forget these if you use these too. And if you don't know what this is, but you want to start getting into photography or whatever, this is a camera stabilizer. It makes it so that your photos are not shaky because your hand shakes, and it makes it so that the video isn't shaking. So if you bring a camera and you're doing videography, buy one of these. This is $70 on Amazon. And we're at our final one, number 12. And it's cosplay items. Now, this will be different for everybody. And if you're not cosplaying, this doesn't really pertain to you. But if you ever plan on it, you know. But don't forget your cosplay items. So, I've gone to a convention where I forgot my wig. At SoccerCon 2015, I forgot my Hokkaido wig. And I was running the Vocaloid photo shoot. So imagine I'm running it and I can't even bring my whole damn costume. I had to get ready. So I had to take a quick shower and get ready, and it was half hour beforehand. So I get out of the shower. Now I have like 15 minutes left. I'm like, oh shit, I have to be at this thing. And I'm like, well, I have this wig of a costume that I might not do if I have to, you know, or I might go get another wig because the company was there, and I can alter this wig and then go get another one of the same wig later. And so I had a friend there who was like, do you want me to run to the dealer's hall and go to Arta and get you a wig? I was like, here's some money, just run there as fast as you can, and then call me when you get there, blah 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 blah. And then I was like, and if you can get it, then I will meet you halfway back, because he had to come back anyway and then get his stuff, like his camera and stuff, and then go to the photo shoot to take pictures for us. So he ran and got the wig. He got a wig for me. It wasn't the same one, it was a different color, but it was, you know, it was good enough. And I met him halfway, and I actually showed up on time to the photo shoot. If I would have went and had to look for a wig and come back and style it, that would have been terrible, because I didn't know what they had. So I was like, if they don't have one there, just ask them for this specific wig in one of these two colors, it'll work. And and if they don't have it, then I have to restyle this wig, so I need the time just in case I need to style this. Because I can't run there, find out they don't have anything, come back, style that wig, and then leave. I would miss the photo shoot. So I was like, well, if you run there and do that, that saves like 15 minutes or 10 minutes that I can sit here and cut this wig so I can make it look presentable. And so I met him halfway back, and he had a wig of a different color. It was a different shade. I still have the wig actually, but it worked. It was fine. So that's just a story that I have of forgetting cosplay items. You don't want to do that. You start freaking out. I don't know. It's just horrible. But yeah. So bring anything you have, and that would include wig heads and wigs. Obviously wigs, but wig heads too. Some people, maybe your wig got a little bit tangled in the bag. You don't know. Bring a wig head and a clip. At Sally's Beauty Supply, they sell these clips. They're like C-clamps, like you'd find in a garage. And they twist to tighten, and it tightens going up like that, up against, like, oh, you can't see the table. So it tighten like that onto a corner, onto an edge. And on the top, it's got this thing sticking up, and you can move it around in all the different directions, and you can like loosen and tighten it. But you can set your wig head on top of it, like into the hole in your wig head. That's literally what that's for. That's literally what the hole's for, is to stick on this thing. And then you can just move it and style it. But if your wig's all tangled and you don't have any of that stuff, how are you gonna untangle your wig? It's gonna be hell doing it on your head. So bring one of those too. So it's a really good idea. Alright, so that's all for this list. I might be making another type of list. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's a fucking loud car outside. Go away. Thank you. No? Alright. Yeah, fuck you too. Anyway, this is the end of this list. I'm probably going to be making some more lists like this. I haven't been able to figure out some of my discussion stuff, so there's some more lists. Maybe I might be doing like the type of people you meet at a convention, but there's a ton of that. I mean, there's a ton of this too, but there's a ton of that. Like, I've seen that everywhere. But it'd be more of like a heads up type video, like this one is, like a heads up, don't forget these things, or a heads up, here's the people you're going to meet if you're new to conventions, so don't be alarmed if you meet these people. So that might be next, I don't know. This video actually, this is my third or fourth time trying to make this video because I keep fucking it up. So like I said, end of this video, and I will see you guys later.